Good afternoon, traders. My name is Shagun Chatu. For 7, I train traders how to trade in harmony with the market. Today, we're doing the weekly trade planning session. Couple of things we like to do is to do the portfolio selection. And last week numbers, actually, we have a slight change in the euro and the US dollar. The US dollar became the strongest on the daily chart, and the euro dropped 2 points. Euro is now the weakest on the daily chart. So this is what we have. The strongest as the US dollar, followed by Swiss, pound, JPY, Aussie, then the CAD, New Zealand, and the euro. So in terms of pairing, this becomes very easy for us to do actually. We say the US dollar CAD, the CAD is a sell, NZD, then euro. Those are the best pairs to sell against these strong pairs. Okay, CAD, NZD, then the euro. We're going to look at these major pairs in a bit. I'll do some analysis on the 1 hour chart. We've got the CAD, the NZD, and the euro. CAD, NZD, euro. But with the US dollar, we can actually sell some of this against the dollar. USD, CHF. That's AUD, JPY, GBP. Okay. Then against the Swiss, we can sell the AUD. We can sell the JPY, and we can sell the GBP. And the pound, we can sell the AUD and the JPY. Sorry. Obviously, we don't have to trade all these pairs. I like to focus on the strongest two and maybe the weakest pairs. Okay, so against the euro, against the Japanese yen, we can sell the Aussie 2 AUD, and I'll leave it like that. So that gives us the buy pairs as the USD CAD and the sell pair as the NZD USD. We get the gist of what I'm doing here. So we are putting them into pairs. What we have here, okay, these are the strong pairs. You want to trade them against these ones. Okay, so today what I want to do is to look at the US dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, we will look at the euro US dollar, and we will look at the US dollar, Japanese yen, and if time permits, I'm going to look at the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, so let's do the dollar CAD first. Look at this, very powerful strength. The trend is so strong. This is the 1 hour chart. I'm squeezing the chart even more for us to see what's going on. We have a momentum high here, which was broken. This is a momentum high. And the idea with trade buy is we count the waves so that we have a better understanding of what is going on. So we have a pullback here. So this will be technically a structure. I have an alert on it because that will be the best buy zone for the US dollar, Canadian dollar, or the breakdown if the price refuses to turn back up above it. But with this move, we can see what has happened. So that's the last structure. We broke higher. So that is 1, 2, 2 gave us extended move. Okay. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, followed by 3, 4, and 5. So price is currently trading at a high. It doesn't mean this thing is going to stop there. But we've already seen a lower close here. This red dot candle. That is a lower close. So what I've just done now, let me draw it out in the waves. This is 2 that gave us extended move. That is 3, 4, and this we can say for now we can call that 5. We don't know if this is going to stop there or not. Okay, so that's your wave structure. So in this wave structure, we have some internal structural points, this here and this here. So I like to highlight them. Okay, and this one. So the idea is, if the price stops where it is right now and start to trade below here, we're not going to take the first sell. You have to wait for a retest to fill the high before we can sell it. Obviously, we can see the dollar has been going up, and who is to say this thing cannot continue higher? But also we have to understand the price is the perception of traders. We have a news coming up on Tuesday with the CAD and the dollar, so they might wait for that Tuesday before the major move actually takes place. Okay, so what we have right here is the price has made a high. We don't know if this high is finished, but all we have to do is to observe the price, how it is going to react at 5, because this 5 is valid and we've seen a lower close here. So if they don't go above here and they start to break below this lower close candle, that means that high is in place. Then we can start to look for a decline in the Canadian dollar Japanese yen, in the US dollar Canadian dollar. The CAD is weak. It's actually the weakest pair on the board, and the US dollar is the strongest pair. Okay, so that will probably take a, some time before we can see a downtrend. The reason I'm saying that is you have to understand that trend will not change easily. It takes a great deal of time and effort. We've seen some activity here before this move. Okay, so bear that in mind if you are going against the trend. So the next one we're going to do is the Euro US dollar. I posted a trade on, I think it was on Monday, when this low was broken. We were looking to buy because this is a trend changing pattern. I actually took the trade, but it's knocked us out because that was a low risk trade anyway. You have to accept this type of situation. This is a low that made an uptrend. You can see that, and they broke lower. And our expectation then, the thinking behind the trade, I'm going to explain it, is that at this low here, buyers may come in. It is valid. It's a valid trade to buy if you have the reason. And I was using a very small time frame just to see if we have a participation of this low, then that could be an opening for us to go long. But as you can see, the price broke down, gave us a retracement, and broke down again, and that is where we are right now. This thing is making series of lower lows and lower highs. So we count the wave 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we are the low as well. So the dollar pairs are behaving the same way. Okay, guys, we are doing analysis. This is not trading, but you have to analyze the chart so that you can have a, when it comes to making trading decision, we know where we want to go. And the reason we count the wave is just for us to know what we want to do. The wave count helps us to be able to determine what is the likely or high probability direction for the price, okay, in the short term, basically. Okay, so looking at this 5 low here, we've seen a higher high, which is good. That is good enough. That's the structure. And if this higher high fail to make a lower low below here, then this will be a valid buy. So I will say the buy point for the euro will be, I have a buy level here. No, I'm gonna lock that in first. The buy level for the euro will be above 105.60. That's in the anticipation that the low is in place, because this is 5. We've seen ABC up, okay? And if they go above here, that doesn't mean the trend is changing. We have a retest point here, which is a structure. We have to identify that. And we have the 2 here, which is a structure as well. And we have to identify that. The key thing is, after a completed wave structure, the normal behavior is for price to break one of the internal structure, and they can continue the trend from there or reverse the trend. That is to be determined. We don't have that information now. The only information we currently have is price is at a low, and it is giving us a potential secondary trend, basically, because the primary trend is very strong to the downside. This will be a secondary trend, and that is a valid trade to take in the euro US dollar. But however, in the alternative scenario, this is a momentum low here, 5. I'll put it there, momentum low. And if price starts to fail and break below here, you have to sell. This is a momentum low, and this is a momentum low. You can see when the price broke below the momentum low, they keep selling. But that is because the wave structure is not complete. So be careful. Even they may come here, pin this low, and still reverse. The people that made money here, they have to take profit, okay? And when they are taking profit, that can be strong. That is the euro US dollar. We will do the dollar yen, okay? That is also an interesting pair. And also on Friday, I was trading the CAD yen. You can still see the trade is valid. I did a video there uh, on Thursday. Well, I didn't post it because, well, anyway, I I did a video on that one. So this is the dollar yen, okay? We have a structure here. We don't need to look at everything else. This thing has started its recovery. We have first completed wave structure followed by pullback, second completed wave structure followed by pullback, and this is the last wave structure. So if we look at this is the first wave up, 1, followed by deeper 2. Then we have these 2 that gave us an extended move, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and 5. We've broken below 2 internal structure. This 4 has been broken down. And this is key. This is very important. We broke the 4, or the price broke the 4 and came back and broke the 4 of 2. This is 4 of 2. These 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they broke this 4 of 2 as well. So this is what we call the participation move. The people that are making money here are already out of the market. The reason I said that is because 2 decision-making points has been broken down. And what you ask yourself, who are those that are making money from this point, from this low to this high? Obviously, they are buyers. Where are they going to be uncomfortable? At the structure. So if the price come and break the structures like this, that means these buyers are no longer winning, are they? Because the ones that made money here, they've already given back their money. The ones that made money here, they've given back their money. So you have to think about it this way. What is the best approach to the US dollar Japanese yen? The best approach for us, you can see the yen is getting stronger. Wait for a pullback. I will not start chasing here if you haven't taken the trade from the high. We need to see a retest of this break towards this structure. Okay, this will be an automatic buy here. This coming back above here will be a buy trade for us. Let's make this that will be the long point on the US dollar Japanese yen. Okay, if you take a long there, you have to use this low as a stop loss, because that low will be a decline, beginning of a second wave decline. Okay, so the simple approach to this is to use the Fibonacci down key ratio, and we are looking to engage the market from this area here. Okay, they may get there, they may even go above it. Okay, but we have a retest point here, this magenta rectangle here. That could be a good area. Okay, maybe if we have ABC up into that point, that will give you a lower structure, then you can take a trade down, because this can be counted as 0, 1, and we're expecting 2 to sell the 2 to give us a deeper correction because of these two structures that are broken down. So that's the US dollar, Japanese yen. The idea is, if they give you buy here, you can buy it, but knowing that the price has already broken two structures down, so it is bearish unless the price break above here, it becomes bullish again. If it doesn't break this high, the best trade is after the correction, you can take a shot to the downside. Last but not the least, I'm going to do the pound US dollar. Very interesting pair. I didn't personally trade the pound for a while now. We have, look at this. After the high, they've been coming down. They've broken the major wave structure, two major wave structures. So price must correct. I'm not saying that as a way to convince anybody to do something. Okay, let me remove drawing. When you have two completed wave structure broken down, it shows direction, but also everybody have seen this now. Okay, and the banks, they like to be anonymous. They don't want you to know what is going on. That's the way they make money. So if everybody can see this as a downtrend, breaking below two wave structure, wait for the price to settle. Don't chase the low. There will be an opportunity for the secondary trend to correct some of this move. And where will that start materializing? As we can see, we have two structures here, 1 and 2. So we can start to look for buying opportunity above here. We are not buying because it's an uptrend. We are buying because they must take some profit. Okay, and this will be a good area. After above here, you can start to look for an opportunity to go long in the pound US dollar. So just to show us the picture again, even though the dollar is very strong, there's a potential for a correction. Okay, and the weak pairs as well, like euro, the pound is not that weak, but it is coming down. That will actually be the best pair to trade against the dollar, the pound and the yen. Okay, so that is it for today, or the week commencing the 17th of November 2024. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. My name is Shogun Chatu 47, and I hope to see you in the next video. God bless.